afternoon and thanks for joining us. I'm Judy Simpson. The good news is we're living longer and many of us are choosing to stay in our own homes, but that often requires support and care to maintain a safe and healthy quality of life. The support can include help with routine activities like preparing a meal or doing the laundry. The Visiting Nurse Association provides that kind of support and care for individuals who need assistance because of illness, disability, or cognitive impairment. But there is a growing need for this kind of care and for the professional caregivers who deliver it. To learn more about the professional caregiving, I'm joined by two members of the VNA of Chittenden and Grand Isle counties. Leslie Parker is the VNA's Director of Long-Term Care Operations, and Tanya Jenkins is a licensed nurse assistant. Welcome to both of you.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, Leslie, tell us a little bit about the care that the VNA provides to individuals in their homes.
Well, I think a lot of people are familiar with the VNA at one level or another. I think what they might not understand is that we have services that can assist people through all aspects of life. For example, we have a family and children's services program that offers maternal and child health, pediatric therapeutics, and a program called Dads Make a Difference. So you might come to learn about us as you're starting your family. Mm-hmm. At the opposite end of the spectrum, we have palliative care and hospice services for end of life. And those services not only support the patient, but we also have grief and bereavement programs to work with the families. And then there's all the things that can happen in between. And not that you plan on them, but you might have a serious injury. You might develop an acute illness. You might have surgery. You might develop a chronic condition. And we have a number of services to help to support you within your home during those periods of recovery or transition. And as you noted, as people are aging, a lot of the things that we take for granted start to become more challenging. So we have a pool of people who can go in and help with things like getting to the grocery store, changing your sheets, or going as far as helping you get out of bed and get showered and get dressed for the day. So we really are there for a lot of the things that might be happening in any given life.
Well, most people think of nurses when they hear VNA care, but what other types of healthcare providers are part of delivering this kind of care?
We're nurses, and we're nurses plus. So the plus includes, we have physical therapists who can help you with in-home therapies, again, to recover from injury or surgery, get you strong and back on your feet. We have speech therapists, occupational therapists. We have social workers to help you manage those changes and help you navigate, making sure you are getting all, are aware of all the services that can support you during these periods of time. And then our largest population, and probably our fastest growing population, are the personal care attendants. We refer to them as PCAs for short, and our homemakers, and collectively we often refer to them as caregivers.
And so what are some of the things that these personal care attendants or home makers do?
Well, as you noted, as you age, or if you have a disability, or if you have a chronic condition, a lot of the things that we take for granted get to be more challenging. And they can be as simple as getting to the grocery store. We like to take people with us to the grocery store. It's good to get outside, get some fresh air, be independent. But if they can't, we can do that for them. We can prepare meals for the week. We can make sure that your home is clean, your bathroom is clean, your sheets are changed. And then and those are for people who are still fairly independent, but there may come a time, depending on a person's condition, where they need assistance getting up in the morning and getting from the bed to a wheelchair to the bathroom for a shower, getting dressed, personal grooming, the ability to safely transfer. So again, these are things that help maximize a person's ability to stay at home and their quality of life.
And it sounds like pretty much everybody's situation is individualized.
Oh, absolutely. And that's one of the, there are things that we do to train where we want to make sure everybody is doing something that is consistent and safe, and practicing things like good infection control. But we really do try, it's person-centered. Everybody has things that are important to them, and they like to have things done a particular way. And it's important to us that when our staff leaves at the end of the day, the client's home feels like home to them.
Well, let's talk to Tanya now. You're a licensed nurse assistant. Why did you want to become a caregiver with the VNA?
Oh, I was a stay-at-home mother at 4, and my youngest was starting school, so it was time for me to re-enter the workforce again. I came across one of the VNA's information sessions, so I attended that. My only experience going into it was I was a stay-at-home mother at 4 who had raised 4 children. I had helped family members through different procedures. And
well, let me tell you, if you can raise 4 children, you're way ahead of the pack.
I explained to them that that was my only experience, and they were willing to train me and start me into the PCA Ladders program. I also explained that because I stayed at home with the kids for 4 years, I wasn't willing to give up not seeing all the sporting events and the school extracurricular activities, and the VNA reassured me I didn't have to miss that. So they gave me the flexibility to go to work every day but still be home with the kids and see the goal and go to the activities.
So what do you enjoy most about the job?
Oh, the people.
Yeah?
Yeah. I've had the opportunity to meet some amazing people, and it's a line of work where I go to work every day making a difference, whether the difference is because I help somebody change their bed, whether it's, making a dinner based off a recipe that's an old family tradition that they haven't had in years and can't make themselves. But the best part is I make a difference every single day.
Describe the relationship that you have with your clients.
It's interesting. All the clients we have are different, but for me, I see the person. I understand their diagnosis or their disability or what brought us there, but I still see the person. So my goal is to be there but not be there. Everybody wants to be in their home for as long as possible, so asking for help and letting us in is a huge part. So I try to be seen, but not be seen.
Mm-hmm. Do a lot of people really want that contact with you or seek your opinion on different things, or is it just they see you as someone's here to do a job?
I don't think I'm viewed as somebody there to do a job. I hear their stories, hear about their family and their grandchildren and great-grandchildren and things they've done. So, you're almost an extension of family to the point sometimes, because I don't think I'm seen as the caregiver. I think they look forward to me going to see them, just as I look forward to going in and seeing what happened over the weekend. So it's family.
Are the clients surprised that there is someone that would be available to come in and do these things for them?
I don't think they're surprised. I think they're appreciated of what we do and what I do. So I don't think they're surprised.
So Leslie, who would be a good candidate for an in-home caregiver?
Our most successful caregivers are people who are doing this because it speaks to their heart. They understand the value they bring to making a difference in somebody else's life, and that's a different kind of person. That's somebody, I hate to say it, but a natural caregiver. I think the other couple of other key traits are they appreciate the diversity of the human condition. There are so many different personalities and so many different quirks and preferences, and they enjoy that, and they can meet the client where the client wants to be met, because again, this is still about maximizing quality of life and doing so with dignity. And I think the other thing that's important is we have, we want people who want to continue to learn. There are so much that's changing within the industry. We continue to offer all kinds of trainings, and I think just as people age and change, you continue to learn new things about them, and that sense of curiosity and wanting to learn are kind of key elements.
Mm-hmm. And so what makes this work different from other types of opportunities, do you think?
At the top of the list, I would say, while a lot of people talk about work-life balance, we actually have an opportunity to kind of talk about it in reverse. So we can, this is work that can fit into your life. We have a lot of flexibility. So people who have limitations to hours, days of the week, clients require care every day of the week, all hours of the day. Mm-hmm. So one of my favorite examples of the flexibility is when I talk with nursing students who are off for the summer, and I explain to them this is a place where you can get up in the morning and you can help somebody get out of bed, get dressed, get ready for their day, and then you can go for a hike and you can go for a bike ride or go to the beach with your friends, and then you come back in the afternoon and you can help somebody with their dinner and get them ready for bed, and you can still have a chance to go out and meet your friends at the end of the night. Not a lot of places give you that kind of flexibility.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of another one that might.
We have people who, I met with a woman who didn't want to work Thursdays and Fridays, but she was okay with Saturdays and Sundays. We can work with that. And the more somebody is flexible, the more they are willing to travel, the more they're willing to understand the advantages of being able to say, I can get my hair cut during the day and run my errands, and then I can help this person get to bed and still be home in time to watch TV. There's a lot of different ways that you can still be part of the community, which is great.
Well, Tanya, tell me about your schedule, because you have 4 children, and so you still have time to work outside of the home, which amazes me. And so when do you work?
Typically, you usually do 7 to 3, but I mean, I do have some clients that I go see at 9 to 11 at night and visit them, but it still allows me to put my kids to bed, and I'm still home for them in the morning. Still allows me to get up in the morning and make sure they're on the bus and they've got lunches and everything's ready to go, and I'm there for the sporting events and the extracurricular activities, get them off of the bus. So I haven't really missed much.
I don't think so. When do you sleep?
In between.
And so if someone's interested in working as a professional caregiver, what should they do?
We have lots of different ways that you can contact us. You can go the old-fashioned way and write to us, but always welcome to give a call. We have a website where you can go online to learn more about how to get in touch with us. We have online applications. We often have informational meetings, and we won't turn anybody away who walks through the door.
What qualifications do you need?
Well, here's the interesting thing. Love people who have come to us with some experience already, but that's not a prerequisite. We have training programs. We have a variety of training programs. So if this is just something that you're interested in, the people in our HR department are happy to talk with you about the different possibilities, and we can train you to get into the program. And then we have continued training. So if you are interested in career advancement or learning about new conditions, we have those programs. And Tanya is a great example. She started off in something called our Ladders program. She came in without a lot of experience. She went through our PCA 1, PCA 2, PCA 3, and then she went through our LNA program. So if you want to do just a portion, that is great. But if you're looking at saying, I really like this and I want to learn more, you can do that. And we actually have people who've gone from LNA to RN and working for us. So there's all kinds of ways to get in and get started. We're not looking at just what was your previous experience.
Right. And so, Tanya, can you tell me a little bit about some of that work that you did, some of this training? Was it labor intensive? No?
Not labor intensive at all. The first part of the Ladders program, the PCA 1, it's it gives you just the basics, helping out. And I liked it so much that I went back to it and I was, well, what can I do more? What more can I learn? There's other options going on. So the programs are great. I mean, they teach you to learn and understand the program. So they're not moving you along until they know you successfully have the skills at the PCA level 2 or the PCA level 3. And the great part too is, the VNA supports its employees. I mean, they acknowledge that you're doing a good job. They acknowledge that you have the willpower and the heart, the passion to keep going. So they kind of also push you, a little bit too, if you need that nudge to keep going, because they believe in you. They believe in their employees. They believe in their staff to help you get through the program.
And Leslie, quickly, what's some of the feedback that you get from clients about folks that do this work?
Oh, this is so instrumental to helping people stay at home as long as they can safely. That's everybody's goal, and the ability to work with somebody who understands who you are and the way you want to have this done. We develop their relationships, and they count on these people. And again, they need care. Some of them 7 days a week, all times of day. We're a lifeline.
And so once again, can you give viewers more information on where they can get information on this program, the website and so forth?
The phone number to call will be 860-4447, and our website is vnacares.org.
All right, well, I want to thank you both for joining me today.
Thank you.
That's our program for today. I'm Judy Simpson. We'll see you again next time on Across the Fence.